growing up, in school, they teach you history as if it's absolute truth. They tell you stuff like Columbus discovered America, and you just take that as truth because you're a kid, and adults don't lie, do they? Well, it's not exactly lies per se, but history ain't what they tell you it is, that's for sure. And a new discovery in Utah illustrates that in a pretty fun way. A visitor to the Glen Canyon National Park recently found 2 coins in a recreational area that looked pretty interesting, so he picked them up. Turns out they are 2 Spanish coins. One is something called the 16 Maravetti, according to archaeologist Glen who works for the park. And the reason that's interesting is because that means it's from Madrid and it dates from the 1660s. But Spanish explorers didn't visit the area until 1776, a full 100 years later, according to history. And the other coin is even more interesting, because it appears to date from the 1200s, more than 200 years before Christopher Columbus supposedly discovered America, again, according to history. Now, archaeologists are trying to figure out how the hell these coins got there, especially since they're from a few hundred years apart. They don't believe anyone would have both of those coins on them unless they were a collector maybe. So one very possible explanation is that someone collected these coins years later. But a collector doesn't just drop rare coins in the middle of Utah either. So if it was a collector, something strange must have happened for them to drop those suckers. And when that happens, the archaeologists have no freaking idea. They also think it's possible that early Spanish settlers traded with Native American tribes, and they lost them in the canyon at some unknown date. And that would still defy what we know about the history of that region. They have a few other theories, but the bottom line is they just don't know. And there is nothing in our known history to explain it. In the meantime, they're keeping the exact location of the coin's discovery a secret so that people don't come and try to start digging for treasure, thus muddling history even more. Now, I'm not saying not to believe history. It's important to learn from the past, for sure, as best as we can so we don't repeat stupid mistakes. I'm just saying take it with a grain of salt. It's not just some immutable collection of facts. As Churchill put it, it's just what is written by the victors. As for the losers, well, I guess their truths just get lost in the bottom of a canyon, apparently.